What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Noah Cavanaugh and I'm a professional soccer player. Now today I've got a boot review video for you guys. As you saw in the title, it's a boot that I have been recommended to for ages now, basically since they came out, and that is the Puma Future Z in the really cool white red blast colorway, and this is the one that Neymar wears. So without further ado, guys, let's hop into the video. All right, so Puma box is pretty straightforward. It's always just a basic red box, nothing special, no limited edition stuff. I'm not actually sure if the Puma limited edition stuff comes in a different box, but this is the Puma box that it comes in. I got my usual size 9 US, and we will open up the box like that. Pretty straightforward. And then this is what the boots look like in the box. Very cool looking boot, and super excited to try these on. They're about 7.5 ounces, 7.6 I believe, and they come with the Fusion Fit Plus band, which is that multicolored band you see across the middle of the foot, or the midfoot. And basically what that's supposed to do is that's supposed to create a really customizable fit, so it stretches to your foot and locks you in really well to make sure that you have a lot of lateral stability and comfort when you're playing. So first impressions, first of all, this colorway is absolutely stunning. I genuinely think this is one of the best looking boots on the market right now. I think it is just absolutely beautiful. It's got a really nice kind of metallic-y sheen to the outside, this white, and then it's got the orange blast colorway that says Future on the inside, and then of course the Puma on the front and the back of the boot. It's got a little bit of a collar, so I reckon it comes up a little bit more than normal, not as high as something like a Superfly, but maybe something similar, and a little bit lower actually, I think, than the old Puma Future 6.1 or whatever it was. So this is what that replaces actually. So it originally came out obviously in the yellow colorway, that like neon yellow, and this is the second or third colorway now that's come out, and it is really stunning. Like, these boots, I would, even if they fit, I would wear these in a heartbeat no matter what, because I just think they look absolutely stunning. So you've got Grip Control Pro, which is basically an EvoKnit Pro, which is the front and sort of the back of the foot as well. Obviously you've got an internal heel counter in there, an asymmetrical, this like interesting little like Z sole plate, which is sort of cool. The asymmetrical sole plate is essentially supposed to help you with traction and that like torque a little bit. And it says it's got a dynamic motion system, which is basically their version of what the Vapor has on the inside, connecting the two pieces of the sole plate, probably to add some flex, instead of having a piece of carbon fiber there, like something like the Ghosted Plus or the Ghosted 0.1. The Puma Future is sort of geared toward, obviously it's worn by Neymar, but he's no longer in like a traditional speed boot. Obviously he's not wearing the Puma Ultra, which is a fantastic football boot. I reckon it's probably one of the best speed boots on the market right now, if not the best speed boot on the market. This boot is aimed more towards the creatives, and this colorway, I think, absolutely alludes to that. I think this is such a creative, fun colorway, and watching Neymar play in the Champions League with this boot was pretty special. I think it's one of those boots you see on feet and you're just like, wow. If you're a foot type that fits in basically any boot that you want to, I would definitely recommend wearing something like this, because I think it's really cool looking. I am definitely a fan of the knitted upper. It's super soft. I'll take this little thing out for you guys, just to show you, like, it's super soft right out of the box. I haven't tried these on, so I have no idea how they fit and feel, but several of you guys have said, hey, we want to see a review on these, so I'm really glad I got these in and to be able to kind of share my thoughts with you guys. So very, very soft on the forefoot. Obviously, it's a sort of a new, it's definitely a different knitted upper than a different type of knitted upper, I guess, than the other Puma. I'm totally having a mind fart here. The Puma Ultra, thank you for your patience, Puma Ultra 1.2, which is sort of just the updated version with that that I did that review on, that were blue. So those are absolutely special boots as well. So I think, oh, and the Puma Ultra version of these, like the colorway, that light form pack, I believe this is called, or the what is it called? Well, it's got red blast and white in it. I'm not actually sure what the colorway is called, but these are absolutely fantastic, super interesting looking. And because I have wide feet, the Puma brand has done a really good job in recent years, especially in the last probably 12 to 24 months, of making boots that are really accommodating. So they'll fit foot shapes that are pretty thin. As you can see, it's not a super wide looking football boot, but they will absolutely stretch and fit players that are wider footed like myself. So the Puma Ultra, which is a speed boot, kind of, it's like one of the most raw speed boots. It's the lightest. It's cheaper than most boots, which is actually a really great selling point for this one. This one runs $200, which is about anywhere between $25 and $75 less expensive than all the other top-end models, which makes this a really interesting look at purchasing one of these as opposed to a Nike, Adidas, or Mizuno boot. Obviously, Mizuno is kind of in its own tier as far as quality and price goes, but nevertheless, it'd be an interesting question in your mind about which ones you'd like to have. It's got also this nano grip technology on the insole, and that is actually something that was on the Puma Ultra, which I found to be incredible. It was really sticky, really grippy, and it did really help with your lateral stability, especially when you were moving side to side and pushing off going forward. So that's sort of my initial impression of the Future Z. I think, again, these boots are super beautiful, if nothing else, and I've heard really great things as far as how they fit and feel on feet. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what these actually fit like. They are a boot that I would definitely consider wearing, simply because the Puma Ultra was awesome, but I kind of moved away from it because I wanted a little more traditional bulky feel. And not to say that these are bulky by any stretch of the imagination, but just something a little more substantial. I didn't like that the Puma Ultra had a little bit of rollover, i.e. my ankles were moving a little bit. To be honest, it could have been because I still have a broken foot and I'm waiting for surgery. So that's sort of one of those things I have to figure out, if that was something that affected my broken foot or not. But I definitely am looking forward to trying these on and seeing if these would be a good contender to train or play in games with. So without further ado, guys, let's hop into the on-feet portion of the video, where I'll explain how they compare to other boots in their class, how they compare with sort of the whole scape of modern football boots, where they fit in, what I think of them, and then of course whether or not I think you should buy them. All right, guys, we are here with the Puma Future Z. I almost said Puma. That's actually what Aussies say. Puma. The Puma Future Z in this white and orange and then rainbow colorway. The boots that Neymar is currently wearing right now for PSG. Very, very excited for these boots. I've heard so many good things, and I'm really excited to see how this Evo knit upper and this kind of crazy looking boot fits and feels on feet. So let me get these untied. Keep in mind, these boots are sort of aimed at that control creative player. So I reckon if Iniesta was a Puma player, this would be the boot that he would be wearing. Neymar, obviously, as a fantastically technical player and a really, really fun player to watch. You want a player like that to represent your specific line. So with this one, obviously the Future being very kind of out there, it's got great stability. It'd be awesome for tricks and all sorts of dribbling stuff, as well as just having a really solid sensation on feet. So without further ado, guys, let's hop into these boots and I'll let you know how they fit and feel. Ooh, my goodness. Okay, so straight away, massive amounts of comfort. Like these are super comfortable. They've got about a quarter, just under a quarter size long, but I reckon as I broke them in, they'd fit perfect. These are a 9 US, which is what I usually wear. I'll get these all laced up. It's sort of strange that the lacing system only has 2 big ones right there through that middle of that, what is it called? The Fusion Fit Plus band across the middle. But you know what? That's okay, because that is where my foot is the widest, and it's giving me the ability to stretch it out without feeling super tight like most other boots do. So I'll get that other foot in. Pretty straightforward to get on. I mean, they're like more difficult than a Tiempo or something to get on, but they're really not bad. So wouldn't worry about that too much. Yeah, I'm really impressed with how wide the gap between these is, because it really allows this Fusion Fit band, this Fusion Fit Plus band, to really do its own job. And like the reason, you know, I don't like seeing tech in football boots that like it's there, but because of another piece of the football boot, it doesn't really do much, or the boot doesn't allow for it to happen. Whereas this, like, this lacing system allows this Fusion Fit to really mold around your foot. And my goodness, these boots are comfortable. So lockdown is incredible right away. I can tell they'd be a fantastic pair. Lockdown in the heel is really solid. I like how far up these go. I think this knit upper goes a perfect length. If you look at where those lines on my sock are, this is where that Adidas Predator went, and I think this is a perfect length. So it's just a little bit higher than normal, and they are fantastic comfort-wise. I would say if you had super excessively wide feet in the forefront, it might be a little bit difficult to get them on, but if you've got kind of medium forefoot width and then you've got pretty wide in the midfoot, I think you'd be totally fine wearing these, because again, this Fusion Fit will actually mold to your foot. And as far as playing in them, they feel like they would be really nice to play in. The sole plate is really responsive, really snappy. It's got a great bounce to it. Those are the boots on feet. And everything fits really tight. I like that there's no space anywhere in this collar. There's no like weird bubbles or anything. Obviously I can stick my finger in there if I want, but they fit super well. I would definitely consider wearing these. These are a solid 8 out of 10 for me, genuinely. These are a very nice pair of boots, and I think they'd also have pretty good durability as well. I like the idea of having sort of a bladed and conical stud, like it's flat on one side, round on the other. I think that's a really nice hybrid, especially for a boot that's built around control. So what a great idea for a pair of football boots. I know originally I was a little bit like, ooh, these are, like, they definitely look nice. They definitely look like an upgrade from the Future 6.1s, but I would say that these are probably, I like these better than the Future 6.1s. I got a chance to try those on in a store in Perth, and they were good, but they weren't the best boots I've ever tried on. So I was very impressed with the way these went. And so, yeah, those are the Puma Future Z. I am super stoked about these and would definitely consider buying a pair of these on the return to the pitch. I won't be keeping these particular boots, but I definitely would love a pair of them. And so hopefully they've maybe made some minor updates to the boot as I get back into playing full time. But that is and I can definitely, the other thing that I mentioned or didn't mention is that nanogrip technology on the insole, which actually is it's the same one that's in the Puma Ultra, really holds your foot in place so you don't stick anywhere. So any time that there would be extra flex on the outside of the shoe, allowing there to be some rollover, the sole plate, or the insole keeps your foot. So anytime that the upper is doing a good job, but there's might be a little bit of rollover, that insole keeps it locked in straight away. So super impressive, awesome pair of soccer boots, football boots. 8 out of 10 for me. Love the colorway too. If I can get my hands on a pair of this color, I will definitely try to once I get back into playing. But make sure you comment down below what you think of the Puma Future Z if you've had these on feet. I know the other soccer YouTuber, Brandao, has also tried these on, and I think he wears them in games. So I know that he really loves them and has a great time with them. Comment down below what you guys think of it. If there's any other boots that you want to see on the channel, make sure you comment them down below. If you got value from this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Really appreciate it. Every single subscriber matters, and I am really appreciative of all of you guys who are doing that every single day. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you made it all the way through, you're a rock star. As always, be awesome. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.